An interview with Victor Elmsworth. In the heart of a desolate town atop a hill stood the imposing Elmsworth mansion. Its towering spires and ornate facade struck an eerie contrast against the gloomy backdrop of the decaying town. The townsfolk whispered tales of its cursed history, but none dared approach the mansion. It was home to the reclusive old man, Victor Elmsworth, who was rumored to have no legs. Victor had lived alone in the mansion for decades, shrouded in mystery and seclusion. Few had ever seen him, and those who claimed had unsettling stories to tell. Some said he had made a pact with dark forces, while others believed he was a phantom haunting the mansion. One fog-draped evening, as the townsfolk huddled in their homes, a young journalist named Abigail arrived in town. She had heard the tales of Victor Elmsworth and the mansion, and she was determined to uncover the truth. Armed with a notepad, camera, and unrelenting curiosity, Abigail set out to the mansion. The journey to the mansion was treacherous. Thorn-covered vines crept along the path, and the air grew colder as she ascended the hill. At the mansion's wrought iron gate, she hesitated, but her determination drove her forward. She pushed the gate open with a creak, and it slammed shut behind her, leaving her with no way back. Inside, the mansion was a labyrinth of grand halls and decaying opulence. Dust-covered chandeliers hung ominously overhead, casting eerie shadows on the walls. As Abigail ventured deeper, she heard the faint echo of a haunting melody, a melancholic piano tune that seemed to beckon her. Following the sound, Abigail came upon a grand ballroom. There, at the piano, sat Victor Elmsworth, a frail old man with gnarled hands and vacant eyes. He wore a tattered suit that spoke of a bygone era.
Who are you?
Victor's voice was raspy, barely audible.
I'm Abigail,
she replied. I've come to learn your story. Victor's lips curled into a semblance of a smile. A story, you say? Very well, but you must listen closely. He began to recount his tale, a tale of obsession and tragedy. Victor had been a brilliant inventor and musician in his youth, known for his unparalleled skill on the piano. He had dedicated his life to perfecting an invention that could harness the power of the human soul. In his pursuit of this forbidden knowledge, Victor had delved into the darkest realms of the occult. He conducted experiments that defied the laws of nature, seeking to transcend mortality itself. In a ritual gone horribly wrong, he lost his legs and bound his own soul to the mansion. As he finished his story, the mansion seemed to come alive. Shadows danced, and the walls groaned with unseen presence. Victor's hollow eyes filled with sorrow. "You must leave," he whispered, "before it's too late." But it was too late. The mansion had awakened, its malevolent energy swirling around Abigail. She tried to escape, but the doors slammed shut, trapping her inside. Victor reached out his hand, imploring her to run, but he was powerless to save her. As the room twisted and contorted around her, Abigail felt herself being absorbed into the very essence of the mansion. Outside, the townsfolk watched in horror as the mansion's windows glowed with an otherworldly light. The old man's lamenting piano echoed through the night, a haunting reminder of the journalist who had dared to seek the truth. The Elmsworth mansion stood as a grim testament to Victor's ill-fated quest for knowledge and his cursed existence, forever ensnaring those who dared to enter its forsaken halls. Another dark tale from the Scary Stories series out of the Book of Grimm. Please like and subscribe for more content.